to the chat room. They don't let you name them? Wow. Okay. Why don't they let you name them? So I just got to go live with no name to the video. What kind of... This is crazy. Alright, so I should just do this as a video if nobody's gonna be in here. How are people gonna know I'm here if I can't? Let's see if anybody come in. Alright, well, cool. We got somebody watching. Alright, I'll do it. Here's what you missed about the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef, right? It's a lot of people who new to the hip-hop critique space, and they kind of messing up the game, right? There's no way that we can make a rapper respond to a subliminal diss. And a subliminal diss is anything where a rapper is not saying another rapper's name. Has this happened to me? Has anybody ever called you from down the street and they didn't say your name and you was confused about what was going on? Have you ever watched like the war movies where like right before they go to war, they'd be like, you Robert, like not the name's not Robert and shit like that. It'd be like biblical names, but you know what I'm saying? That's so that your opponent knows that you're ready for war and they're the target. That so unless a rapper says another rapper's name, there's no way that that other rapper has to respond. Remember when Jim Jones thought Pusha T was dissing him? He could have saved himself a lot of time and trouble by just waiting until Pusha T said his name. Because if you do not say my name, you can be dissing somebody else. No matter how blatant it seems, if you're calling somebody, you say them by their name. Like we ever try to talk to a girl like from down the street, and you be like, yo, red shirt. And she turn around like, who the fuck are you talking to, red shirt? If you don't know her name, she genuinely don't know who you're talking to, and also just feels disrespected if you are talking to her and not saying, you know what I'm saying? So you have to be clear. Clear communication is key in battle rap etiquette. And I'm gonna give you 3 examples. Nas and Jay-Z was dissing each other from 1996. Lex with TV sets the minimum from 1996 to 2000. But it wasn't until 2000 when Jay premiered Takeover, probably like the end of 2000, beginning of 2001. He premiered Takeover and he said, ask Nas, he don't want it with Hov. That's when hip hop said, hey Nas, you're on the clock. And that's when Nas responded, because he had to. And he knows hip hop rap battle etiquette, which you people don't know. Second example, Beanie Siegel, Jadakiss. Jadakiss and Beanie Siegel, not in particular, but Rockefeller and the Locks. Rockefeller D Block is trading subliminals. Well, Lock/D Block. It's trading subliminals from 1998 to 2001. But it wasn't until Jadakiss said, I ate too many Beanie Macs, that Beanie Siegel was on the clock to respond, and he did. Example number 3, Cannabis and L Cool J. They on the song together. Cannabis says something out of pocket. In his verse, L takes his verse off or makes him change his verse and then disses him subliminally on 4 3 2 1. Nobody knew it was about Cannabis. Cannabis jumps out the window with Second Round Knockout, a diss record, a full-on diss record to L Cool J. And what happens? I love Cannabis, but that was pretty much the end of his career. It was the start and the ending of his career. Mainstream. So there is battle rap etiquette. And there are things put in place that make the battle official or not. And if the battle, this is what I'm saying. You can be in front of me talking about me. Like I'm talking about, like, let's say we in line at a store and you like, yo, I don't like people that wear red boots and shades. And I got on red boots and shades. I don't like people with braids and red boots and shades. I got braids, red boots and shades. It really might be another person next to me that I don't see, or in the building, or that this person is talking about red boots and shades. It's not until that person say, you, G Holy, I don't like you. Now we squaring up. So Drake is not on the clock. There's no clock for Drake. I don't know why Drake has to be on the clock now, but he didn't have to be on the clock for anything else. Like Kendrick always does this with Drake, and Drake always does this with Kendrick. Like, why was Kendrick not on the clock when Drake put out Worst Behavior? Why was Kendrick not on the clock when Drake dissed him multiple times? Why is Drake now on the clock? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I might be a conspiracy theorist, but I really think it's like some type of shit to take Drake down right now. Like, I really think it's some type of like thing that's happening where Drake gotta go. Like, people feel like Drake gotta be out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's another video for another time. You ain't dissing me until you say my name. Mace, 1998, said that to Jay-Z. Because Jay-Z running around saying, oh, check your own videos, you always be number 2. Whatever he's saying. You ain't dissing me until you say my name. I would never respond to a rapper subliminally dissing me, because guess what? If you dissing me and can't say my name, you the scary one. If you write your entire verse and you have all these words and you can't just say one word, my name, how am I scared? What am I scared of? You haven't formally called me out. You get what I'm saying? So the whole ideology makes no sense. And I'm not going to, as a preserver of the culture, I can't let people put a rapper on the clock that don't deserve to be on the clock. Now, if Kendrick spit the same exact verse, but he say, yeah, nigga, you Drake. Now I'm like, oh, Drake, you got to say something. You got to say something. He said, nigga, you Drake. He said, homie with the braids, Drake. I'm like, yo, you got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Until then, it's just whatever, bro. It's just whatever. I can name you a million times. Like I said, imagine if Jim Jones hadn't dissed Pusha T just because he thought Pusha T was talking about him. You feel me? Like, he would have been like, it wouldn't have been an L. It wouldn't have been no type of L. Even though people say he took the W because Pusha didn't respond, they didn't realize hip hop etiquette. Pusha T wasn't supposed to respond because well, he could have responded. Let's be clear. He could have responded. But I'm saying, like, what Jim Jones was saying was based off of some stuff that he thought about the verse. You get what I'm saying? So, he felt like the verse was towards him. He put his feet in the shoes, and then he dissed Pusha. So I didn't feel like Pusha had to respond. But once again, if somebody say your name, I'm going to respond. I don't care what happened, how you took it, however it go, I'm going to respond. So yeah, Drake is not on the clock. You know, that's just the official word. Drake is not on the clock. Kendrick is not even on the clock. Nobody's on the clock because nobody said anything. Nobody said anything for anybody else to be on the clock. So next time people was coming up with these elaborate flows and verses and these voices and weaving in and out of, you know, flow patterns, don't forget to just say a name. If it's on, it's on. You know what I'm saying? If it's on, it's on. If it ain't, it ain't. We're not gonna make it be on when it ain't on. If it's on, it's on. On is on. The light switch is on or it's off. It's not in the middle. There's no subliminal light. There's no. If we in the ring, we in the ring. If we outside the ring, we outside the ring. You know what I'm saying? Anything else is no gray area. I shake your hand when I see you, or I don't. I don't halfway shake your hand. I don't, like, you know what I mean? We slap fingers or something. You know what I mean? If it's on, it's on. It's either a 1 or it's a 0. It's up or it's nothing. You know what I mean? And that's hip hop etiquette. So that's hip hop etiquette 101. I don't be going live. I usually do this in like video form. Like you know, 10-minute video or something uploaded. So I'll make this 10 minutes. But yeah, no, Drake is not on the clock. Matter of fact, let me take a poll real fast. Let me start a poll real fast. Because is Drake on the clock? And I'm gonna just leave it at yes or no. And I'm gonna see how many fools it is. I'm gonna see how many fools it is in the world right now. Oh, I should have started that. You know what? I'm gonna go live later. You know what? I am gonna go live and answer a bunch of questions. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm out of here though. It's the guy G Holy repping all rap, no hip hop.com. The only source for anything hip hop at this point. Like, whatever. Let's go.